Welcome back. All right, so we have set the stage to create our code build project and run it. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go over to Code Build, and we can just click Create Build Project. I'll just call it DevOps Pro 19 Demo. Give it a description. And now we need to specify the source. And like I said, we can use code commit. We could use GitHub, and we could use some other things, Bitbucket, GitHub Enterprise. We've covered GitHub and code commit pretty thoroughly, and we decided to use S3. We need to specify the bucket. This bucket is our input bucket containing our zip file with all of these files and our folder structure. And there it is. And here we just need to specify the name of our zip file. That is messageutil.zip. Environment image, we can use managed image. So in other words, we're getting the image from AWS. Operating system, let's use Ubuntu. Runtime is Java. And you see there are many options here. Runtime version. And let's select this OpenJDK 8. All right. Now, we need a service role for this. You could choose an existing service role. If you do not have a service role, CodeBuild will create one for you. And we can just note this name in case we have to do any kind of troubleshooting, but I don't anticipate any problems. All right, here comes our all-important build spec file. And we want to keep this use a build spec file. And let's scroll down, artifacts. Type is S3, and remember, artifacts, this is our jar file. So we're specifying our code build output file. So name and path can be blank, and we can just accept the rest of the defaults, but do note that we have CloudWatch logs, and we can click Create Build Project. And this doesn't take too long. All right, now let's go ahead and run this thing. So let's click Start Build. Default timeout is 1 hour, and you can change that. There's our source, and we can just click Start Build again. All right, it's in progress. I'm going to expand this a little bit. And again, this doesn't take too long. All right, our build has succeeded. Now let's scroll down. And we're going to have a bunch of information here. Here is our log. And we should see a bunch of green, bunch of blue, because everything worked. This would be much more useful if we had an error, but we have success. It's here if you need it. And notice where this is going. CloudWatch. So this is in CloudWatch logs. A lot of information there, but if you have errors, they kind of jump out at you. Let's go back to Code Build, and we could bounce over to S3 and check on our jar file, but we can actually do that right here. So let's click that, and note where it's taking us. S3. There's our jar file. And that was our goal from our little Java project. We wanted to build a jar file to prepare for deployment. And we have succeeded in doing so. So in this group of lessons, we took a look at code build, and we created a little project. Most important takeaway from code build is this build spec file. And we directed Apache Maven to create our jar file and store it in our S3 bucket. So our code build project has been a success. And thank you for joining me in this lesson. Let's move on to the next.